Hey Aquarius, I'm Lucy Ravenstone and welcome to my channel. Guys, the lighting is a little bit dark because I've been having trouble with during this Mercury retrograde period, and the circuit of this room is basically keeps tripping, and I think it's the lights that's tripping it because it's attached to the same circuit. So I'm not putting the lights on so that I can charge my laptop while we record and we don't have hiccups there. I had hiccups yesterday. I recorded the entire water signs videos, and yeah, it recorded, but it had no sound. So today I am here and it's getting later in the day, it's getting darker, but I want to get through these so that I can get them up on time for you. So we're just winging it. So I'm sorry that the light is quite poor, and hopefully that is good for us anyway. I feel like with this kind of light you're going to see the imagery on the cards better anyway. Some cards have jumped out for you. I'm going to put them together like that. Okay. So this is a reading for your June insights. Let's have a look what's in store for you. So we have, I haven't had this one before, it's so cute. The Ancient, Elder Experience and Lessons. I'll show you the imagery. Isn't she so cute? I don't think I've had her come through before. She's so adorable. Okay, so I'm getting that there is wisdom here, and I feel like at the moment what you're going through, you have been through this sort of thing before. So I feel like you should be going and facing this with this wisdom that you're bringing forward. I also feel like for some of you there may actually be a teacher or someone around you who can guide you, a shoulder, someone who you can trust and listen to, who'll be able to help you in the right direction. Now I feel like using knowledge and wisdom here is really key as well. I feel like just winging it and hoping for the best is not the way to go. I feel like that it needs to be a more kind of constructed kind of way. Something that follows the rules is needed during this time. So that's kind of interesting to come through with that card. But whatever you're going through, I feel like right now is a great time to be learning and listening and seeking a teacher or somebody who you trust to teach you something. Interesting. Next we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like there is something that isn't going right for you. I feel like you've had a vision and it's just not kind of coming into fruition for you. Something is having a hiccup, which is quite interesting to come from this. I feel like other people's faith in you may be dwindling, because with this card in an upright position can really be, you know, someone reliable, somebody who is able to be trusted, and I feel like that's actually the opposite here. But it feels like it's you yourself that might be struggling with this. Perhaps, yeah, if this is kind of more work-wise, because I had this in kind of feel with that intuition with that first card, is the fact that I feel like maybe something you're going through, because you've been through it before and it's happening again, maybe people are kind of losing their trust or losing their respect, losing something, and you're coming across as unreliable in their eyes, perhaps somebody who has made false promises or something like that. Interesting. Okay, so these two cards came out together. These are two of the cards that jumped. We have Nine of Swords in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. I do feel like this is a time of healing for you. I do feel like there's a lot of stress and anxiety all just flowing through you right now, probably caused by this situation. See, these cards are both two cards which are kind of rest and relax and not take action. But I feel like this is not a time for you to be doing that. This is a time for you to be facing the consequences of what's going on. This is not a time for, I feel like, again, when we are coming across as unreliable and untrustworthy, we need to step up. And that is what this is saying. Like, this is kind of like, no, this is no time for resting and allowing anxiety to overcome us. This is not a time to be healing and going within. This is a time for you to be facing the consequences and taking action towards making this situation better, and, you know, get things rolling. Interesting. The next we have Queen of the Darkwood Elves. Oh, I've had the King during these readings, but I haven't had the Queen through yet. She's about premonition, foreshadowing, and mystery. Okay, interesting. So I do feel like, again, there's something has happened that's either happened before or you saw coming, or you could see it unraveling the way it is. I don't feel like what you're going through is a surprise. However, it feels like it's a hiccup in the sense of it's annoying and frustrating, because I feel like you probably hoped it wasn't going to go this way, but it did, and so now you're having to deal with it. I do feel like you're not just going to see an answer. I feel like you do need to work here. You need to put in the work. And this could mean many late nights as well, or a late night something could be beneficial for you, which I don't understand that, but hopefully that makes sense for you. Okay, so realize that your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses, things that you might see as a weakness, I feel like could be your strengths right now. That there's something that you need to nurture to the surface. It could be an asset to you. But I feel like have courage and have faith. I do feel like you need to be not somebody who is, when we let anxiety get the better of us, we really can shut down and try to hide ourselves away and not deal with what's in front of us. I feel like you need to have courage. You need to have courage to move forward, to get the job done. This is the time to be confident. And even if you're not confident in what you're doing, you need to put yourself out there in order to get any growth and any kind of fixing it. I feel like there is potential here for something to grow, something to come out of this, something to be better, the situation. But it involves you using your strength. You are in this situation because you choose to be, or you created this situation. I feel like you can get out of it quite easily, but the thing that will hinder you is yourself. But this is you, I do feel like this is you giving into what's happening. I feel like because feels like something you've had happen before, that you are just falling into this situation. Like it's not, I don't really feel like it is giving you crippling anxiety. I feel like because it was expected, you're just like, ugh, and you know, it has the potential to just be a hiccup where you just allow it to fester into something. But the thing is, like, you are the thing that's allowing that. I really feel like you are in control here. It just takes a little bit of sacrifice and a little bit of patience for you. Now we have the Ace of Wands, which is new beginnings or growth within business and career. This is a really good card to get with career, and I'm definitely channeling something work-wise related with this. So this to me is a really great sign that things can grow and things can improve. This could be a new endeavor, this could be a new project, but I'm really kind of channeling a new way of looking at something, a new way of dealing with something. I feel like stop looking to the same patterns you always made and making the same mistakes. You need to take on a new kind of, I want to say a new approach, a new something, a new style of something. Something needs to change. Which over here you do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a change of look. But first of all, we have the Merciful One, which is compassion, release, and relief. Now, I am getting the sense that you need to be compassionate of people involved in this, and not just be selfish and think of only oneself. And again, this gets with the sense of kicking your butt and making you put in the work here. And I want you to see your faults within these situations. I do feel like there's a pattern here that keeps repeating, and I don't want to, I feel like I'm telling you off, Aquarius, because of how this is coming through, but I'm not going to candy coat things. I'm just going to say it as I'm channeling it. But I want you to see your fault in your situation and realize that where you're going wrong, because it feels like a repetition of this cycle of how things happen for you and how you deal with them, and it just feels wrong. You need a new way of doing this, a new way of being, because it's not working for you. Einstein says very loosely quoted, that insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again in the same way and expecting a different result. And that is what I'm sensing here. I'm sensing insanity because I feel like you just want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting things to work out for you. Something needs to change, and I do feel like it's within yourself. Now, in saying that, I do feel like you need to understand yourself and be merciful with yourself. However, I do feel like this needs to be a time of compassion towards others within this situation, and realize your part in that. But it's not a time to beat yourself up about it. That's not remotely productive. So let's keep that in mind. I really do feel like I'm telling you off, Aquarius. I do apologize. I'm not telling you off. I'm not here judging. I'm literally channeling the message in a way that I feel like you need to hear it. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a change in luck. Now, what it's giving for me is I feel like by being this compassionate, by changing your approach, you are changing your look. I do think that you could be a very successful person during this time. I feel like this hiccup, this mess, can really be resolved into a really profitable way. By profitable, I mean, obviously I am talking financial a little bit, but I'm actually thinking as in where you will come out on top, which I do feel like is a pattern for you, but this time I want you to stay on top. And this is what I'm feeling, this drive underneath, is the changing something so that you are literally changing your look. This is not just changing your look in that moment to get out of something, to finally just get over that hurdle. It feels like this is long term. And this is the energy we're all working with this year, in the last couple of years. It's like the way the universe is shaping us with all these planetary alignments is changing things for the better. It's bringing things to the surface so that we can balance things out and stop making the same mistakes. This is a deep karmic time, and this is your lessons. This is what you need to learn during this time. So the Magician in reverse comes after that Wheel of Fortune. So the Magician, if it was upright, I'd be saying you are crafting, you are the creator, you're manifesting things the way you want them to go. Now, I do feel like at the moment you're not. However, with that coming after that card, I feel like you should be leaning on others who know what they're talking about, who know what they're doing. I feel like you sometimes rely on yourself a little bit too much, and not realize that you're not meant to be, in this moment, the magician in this situation. You're not supposed to be doing this alone and creating something. Teamwork is dream work. And sometimes I feel like we, in this day and age, feel like it's a lot stronger to go things alone and do it. But here in this reading, I really feel like it's saying show up and lean on others, because nobody trusts somebody who only relies on themselves and who only does things for themselves. Okay, and this is the vibe I'm getting, is the sense of lean on others, trust in the support around you. And I feel like this could be really beneficial because you have this teacher, this wise wisdom around you, if only you choose to embrace that, which is kind of cool. I do feel like that your vision, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Now this has come through, and I feel like I'm reading this a certain way this time, and it's coming through very similar. I feel like what you have been growing has perhaps, and actually what's coming to me now, it's like reached its potential to the most it can with the way you're doing things. The way that you are like trying to be the magician, the way that you are crafting this, it's gone as far as it can go. Because I feel like, and obviously this could apply to a relationship as well, this whole reading, so apply it to your situation. Because I just feel like it's gone as far as it can go with you doing things the way you've been doing for quite some time. You just being the one that's creating this, you've took it to your full capacity, and I feel like in order to get success, it is leaning on other support. It's having passion as well. I feel like you might have lost passion for what it is that you do or what it is that you want, and this is hindering your growth. This is stopping you from being able to move forward, and we're just staying stuck in this moment. So I feel like I do feel a collaboration could be really beneficial for you. Collaborating could be a fire sign as well, because fire is coming through. That's why I was getting passion and losing that passion. I feel like a fire sign, or someone with a drive, someone with a passion for what it is that you're wanting to create even, could really be a great ally and a wise teacher for you during this time. So that's all for you, Aquarius. I forgot who I was reading for then for a second. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment below if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And like and subscribe to my channel so that you can keep up to date with the updates, with the next videos. You know what I'm saying. It's the end of the day. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next month.